For me to stay in this game, I need shields. And you and myself and Claire in this house against Xavier, Alyssa, and I don't know where Chata falls. I think that I honestly don't think you have her vote. I think that she would be with Xavier and Alyssa, and I think that they would continue to come after us, and you, me, and Claire would have to win every HOH and veto to stay in this house. Because there is no one else to come after. We would consistently be trying to go after them, and like I said, that would make us have to win every HOH and veto for one of us not to go out. Because they are definitely coming, especially with you being here. If Kylan is in this house, I think Kylan continues to try to go after them. They continue to try to come after him. And maybe I have a chance of them not looking at me. But if they already want to target you and we're aligned together, then it becomes targeting us. So I need to play with some things in my head a little bit and see how that looks for me. Because positioning yourself in this game is very important, and I know you know that. And I'm not protected by anybody right now. I'm just still here because I happen to win an HOH. I would be in the same seat that you're in right now if I hadn't. So I have to see how I can stay longer based on who stays in this game after today.
I do think that there is a possibility that Kylan would not go after X. Because I think he sees X as one of the only people he could campaign against. And I see the vice versa as well.
You mean as far as to the end?
Yes. And I think that they're going to come after me if I'm in this game, for sure. I know that. And so that does make me somewhat of a shield. I can't promise that they will.
Yeah, they're going to put us both on the block together.
or they could put me up with a joker. Because I also don't think necessarily that if I were to be kept in the game that it would be like, oh, well, they're working with her. I think it could also be seen as, well, they think they can pick her off later, or they're just more scared of Kylan, or they're just tired of Kylan being in the house. I think it could easily be seen as more of that than as you're working with me now. In fact, I think that's what they would default to. Because I think even they see the reasons for maybe wanting to keep me instead of Kylan, because I do feel like they even think I would be easier to beat than Kylan, which is just true. Kylan's smarter than me and stronger than me. That's just how it is. So I do think that I do have the opportunity to be somewhat of a shield. And I will say that I was under the wrong impression. I thought Chata was more loyal to you and Claire than to them. But obviously, I wouldn't be the best judge of that. If you think that she would be more loyal to Alyssa and X, I think that is scary. But then I think that's even more reason that maybe you would want me on your side, because I can compete with Chata in mental comps. She did beat me in this last one, but that doesn't mean she would beat me every time.
Right. I think that's a true statement.
And I think keeping a shield that is a little unpredictable is one thing, but if you keep me as a shield when you know I'm going to work with you, that's a more reliable thing. If you don't think that I have Chata's vote, which I understand, if I could get Azza and Big D for sure, then to say. And I can talk to them. But would you be okay if I talked to them and said, like, Tiffany's thinking she wants me to stay instead? Would I have your votes?
I am still thinking it over.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't want to paint a picture that I'm not quite sure of yet. I want them to make their own decision, not based on mine.
Okay. I think their vote will be harder to get if they feel like it would just be rogue votes that could make them targets. But I totally understand what you're saying. I could maybe just keep it vague and say, if I have your votes, I